no coach speak. I'll just come out and say it was a great effort for long periods of time, namely the second half. We addressed some things at halftime, and it was all about emotions, heart, having the courage to do things over long periods of time, and they responded. From the 36-point third quarter to holding the Atlanta team to 10 points in the fourth, when they're putting their foot on the gas. And it was a concerted effort for many people. Obviously, the numbers that Victoria Vivians put up on offense is going to show, but also her defense on Angel McCautry, making her uncomfortable, not letting her take over. But look, it's just nice to get the first one out of the way, and it wasn't just holding on to win. It was nice to be able to sub people, and the momentum continued in all phases of basketball. So we get to wake up a winner tomorrow and rest and recover, and LA looms.
Is there a sense of relief for you after this long start to the season?
Relief is a kind of cliche word, just excitement for the players that have continued to put in work despite the losing. If you would have walked into a practice, you wouldn't have known, and so I respect that, and I'm happy for them because, coaches, we're stroking out because we believe in them, not because they're not capable of doing this. So I think they're growing up every day, they're trusting us, so I'm excited for them.
We saw Tori today kind of be a little bit more aggressive offensively, taking the ball to the basket, posting up. Do you think that helped her confidence scoring-wise?
It did, and I'll tell you, I don't know how close you got to watch the game in Atlanta. When you give a rookie the assignment of a gold medal winner, they want to respond. And so that fueled her, like, hey, I can go toe-to-toe for long periods of time. And don't misunderstand me. She's no Angel. But that gave her confidence. Angel was not getting easy shots in our loss. So it was a carryover here. And sometimes we just have to remind players, look, you're a big guard who can shoot it and post up. We got her some post touches. We got her some looks in transition. And she's feeling comfortable with both sides of the basketball.
Defense tonight was really, really strong. What was the key to that, and how big was that for the Vivians?
Yeah, it helps playing an opponent so close because we didn't change anything from the last game. They just did what we asked them to do, and that was the challenge. It's not rocket science. We all have the same video technology. There were certain things we wanted to do with certain players, and then we were able to do that. But the difference today was we married the defense with really, really good offense from different players at different times in different aspects of the game.
Coach, how much have you been stressing defense in practice? I mean, everyone's, like, oh, they can't finish out. But the truth of the matter is, and even talking to the girls after the overtime loss to the Aces, it was defense. How much have you been stressing that? How much have you guys talked about that and worked on that?
We have talked about it ad nauseum, and don't misunderstand me. It is not lost on our staff that 2, 8, and 14 are learning things under the lights without practice. That's not an excuse. That's just our reality. Mm-hmm. So we have to take pockets of the positive things and show them and keep growing and keep growing. Like, you got to remember, some of these kids play zone. Some of them never had a jump ball. Like, we having to do things, and usually you're getting one player acclimated with 3. And I say that not as a surprise to myself, but as, a compliment to what they've been able to learn in such a short amount of time.
Atlanta likes to play fast, and I think in Thursday's game, Kelsey was a little bit caught off guard maybe at the beginning, but today I feel like she really pushed the pace. Do you think that was had anything to do with playing them so close together that she just turned a corner?
I think it has something to do with her competitiveness because they're fast, but she's fast as well. And it's just a matter of you can attack fast with your brain as well. And you saw her change sides of the floor. It wasn't just the ball staying on one side because their speed is also long. And so we kept telling her that you can attack, but you have to change sides of the floor just to give her a little space. So she learned from 2 days ago how to do that and pick her spots, and so I'm proud of her for that.
A 3-point barrage in the third quarter. What was working for you guys to get those open shots?
Ball reversals, penetration kicks, some paint touch. They collapse because they're ball hungry. And they'll collapse to the ball, and the key was finding those players, forcing them to close out, and the closeouts were a little slow because we hadn't shot the 3 well. But we told our players, Victoria, Vivians, and Kelsey can shoot a wide open 3. Some players, we put the red light on them. They're not going in. and we're doing them a favor. So I think it was just they're putting in the work on days off. They're putting in the work before practice, during practice, after practice. So that confidence is there despite the percentage.
So after taking that big lead in the third quarter, I think it was 17 down the quarter, your team really responded in the fourth and kept the foot on the gas. Do you think that shows growth earlier in the season that maybe kind of the lead would have dissipated a little bit at that point?
Yeah, growth in the manner in which they kept doing it, because we were always baffled with, we do A and B and it's successful, let's do it again. And so it was nice to see them go back to the same action. I didn't have to play call. You know, they didn't look at me, oh, that play worked, let's do it again, until they stopped it. So that's the growth, because we challenged them with, I don't want to have to play call. I want, you know, you guys to have that advantage, not the other team see me calling plays all the time.